The United States Department of Justice says it's against releasing details about the search warrant used to raid former President Donald Trump's Florida home last week. The DoJ says making the warrant public could do irreparable harm to the ongoing investigation. It adds that disclosure of the affidavit at this stage would also likely chill future cooperation by witnesses, whose assistance may be sought as the investigation progresses. The department's statement comes after several American news outlets asked for the affidavit to be unsealed following the search. Last week, the FBI searched Mar-a-Lago to find out if Trump improperly handled government records when he left office. The team recovered 11 sets of classified files at the former president's estate in Palm Beach. Trump, meanwhile, claims the FBI also took 3 of his passports during the raid. Taking to his social media platform, Truth Social, he called the raid an assault on the political opponent at a level, quote, never seen before in our country, third world, exclamation mark, unquote. The warrant used in the Trump raid was made public late last week in a highly unusual move during a criminal investigation. US Attorney General Merrick Garland said it was done in view of substantial public interest. Well, our US correspondent Susan Tarani is joining us live from New York City for more on this. Susan, well, look, another turn and another twist in this saga. What do you make of the Justice Department's most recent announcement over this affidavit?
Yeah, well, today's topic, as you mentioned, another twist and turn seems to be the affidavit saga. Everyone wants to see the affidavit. The affidavit would clear up somewhat the probable cause for that raid on Mar-a-Lago, or as President Trump noted in his most recent statement, the quote-unquote break-in. The affidavit could be redacted and released. You know, those big, dark, black markers that we often see on affidavits are for this reason, for sources to be protected and for sensitive information not to be made public. So the fact that the Justice Department has sort of put a hands-off policy on this affidavit, again, raises speculations on the one hand. On the other hand, we have to wait for a judge to decide whether or not ultimately, this affidavit will be released or not. But Senator Lindsey Graham just today, this morning, in an interview said even if the affidavit is not released to the public, even in its redacted form with those really heavily black markers, he hopes at least the Judicial Committee or the Intel Committee on Capitol Hill will be able to see this affidavit and other material related to this raid because it's related to classified information, so they can get a better understanding of what really happened at Mar-a-Lago and what was the justification for raiding the former president's residence.
And Susan, obviously plenty of unknowns still in this case, but where do you see things going from here? Obviously public scrutiny, public interest, all of that seems to remain incredibly high.
Yeah, especially just a few months before the elections. This is a public issue, and then it's related to Donald Trump. He's a public magnet, a media magnet. Really everything that he does and says garners media attention, but related to him as well. It's really going to garner attention moving forward, but it's also very concerning, notably for the Republicans on the one hand because of upcoming elections politically, but on the other hand, it was interesting to see something Donald Trump say that is very out of character, if you may. He said we need to lower the temperature. He said that in a recent interview to Fox Digital regarding recent threats made to the FBI and law enforcement after his raid on Mar-a-Lago. He said that his team is cooperating with the Justice Department and the FBI to give them whatever they want. So it just shows that, the temperature is just really so high right now regarding, threats against the FBI. Because of this raid and because of the so many unknowns that we have, that even the former president is calling, for the temperature to be lowered because he sees that, something might just happen. We really need to get answers right now on why this happened. And I think the Justice Department really needs to, level up not only with the American people, but with the Trump administration, the Republicans, the Democrats, everyone.
Thank you, Susan.